How's it going out there, YouTube? My name is Jesse, and dude, Groot, I am really going to need some personal space. I am Groot. Okay, thank you. You can go up here with all the other cute little things. I am Groot. Yes, Marvin the depressed android is cute. Okay, my name is Jesse, and I am back for a...
Just where in the hell have you been?
I had a new job, and adjusting to the hours, I had a little burnout. Can we continue? Okay. And this is...
Oh, I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so? This is a request video.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, it was a request. It was left in the comment section.
Do you really think he requested the owl from Centaur Publications?
He didn't specify, so I decided to review this one.
Nobody knows about this one.
You and me know about this one.
Imagine that.
Look, he fits every single depiction of a lost hero.
Yet.
Again.
Point.
Anyways, he didn't specifically ask for one in particular. I found two. This is the one I'm reviewing.
I'll allow it if you do the other one next week.
Fine. We'll do the other one. That was also the inspiration for the Project Superhero
Superpowers
role on the next video. But this is the one that I'm doing today because this one is just too good to not review. It is so stupid and raises so many questions, which is unusual for Centaur because they're usually pretty good. So let's go ahead and do this lost hero of the Golden Age.
Ridiculous to call him that.
That's not nice. And let's get started with the owl. The owl, Jack, last name unrevealed, first appeared in Funny Pages Volume 4, Number 1 in 1940. The original publisher was Centaur, and he was created by Martin, looks like Filchok. Since this was the very last story, I don't think the attention to detail was put into this as you would normally see in a regular Centaur publication. But let's start with the opening page. The owl. When crime breaks out, the owl prowls, and even arch criminals cringe. That's a very stupid thing to say. Okay, we find out that we start off at a library, and this guy with glasses works there. He sees that dirt has been put on the floor, and he immediately darts out there to get the dirt. Now, I thought that this was going to be like an incompetent character, but there's a reason for the madness. Now, they have these two people talking here. Look, Sam, the sanitation department is going to work again. He sweeps up the dirt. He can't stand the sight of dirt. He sweeps the place about 20 times a day. Yep. He's a queer bird, all right. Whoa, you can't use that word. This is the 1940s. He's been working here a year, and all I know is that his name is his name, and that may be an alias. Hint, hint. So, we find him later dressed in the flannel overalls and hat, which is just a 360-degree contrast to what he was wearing at the library. He says, after walking miles through the dense forest, he comes to a cabin cleverly hidden among large boulders. I'm not even going to okay. So he walks in there, and he sees someone that he reveals is his dad. Hello, Dad. Now, this is a surprise. I wasn't expecting you until Friday. I brought some dirt for you. See if you can dig some things out of it. So he sweeps all the dirt at the library just so he can give it to his dad, and then apparently his dad discovers something. Most of the dirt is the usual run stuff picked up in the city, but this one marked NN came from the swamp. You just picked up random dirt in the hopes to find something. Okay. And then we get to the next page. Where are his legs? He doesn't have any legs. He appears to be in a rolling type chair, not a wheelchair, with a motor. His legs are missing. And then we see it looks like Jack is cooking something. Let's see. He says that it may not be our lead, Dad, but I'm not going to pass it up. One of these days you'll get your revenge. I'm guessing he wants revenge for the legs missing. I don't even... Oh, okay. This is why another issue needed to be made, just so we can figure out what's going on. So they sit there and chat. The next thing we know, he puts on a costume. Leaving the table, the young man went into another room. A few minutes later, he reappeared dressed in a weird costume. He was the dreaded owl. He says that he's made improvements to the suit and now can fly 200 miles an hour. Why do you need to fly that fast? Where do you need to go in an hour that's 200 miles away? I'm not even going to get into this. So he finds out that that the dirt... Let's see. He goes and he observes a car at the shack, and he goes back and reports to his dad, but he doesn't know what's going on. He says, I have a hunch the same man will be at the library tomorrow. I'll find out exactly what he's reading. Swell, I'll give you some powder. What if this guy hadn't shown up? I mean, he'd be up a creek. So the next day, he tells this lady that the paper that she wants isn't there. And since this is a library, you wouldn't buy the papers. You would read them there. Something like that. So the mysterious guy happens to return, and he gives him the paper. I guess he's put the powder on the paper. Once the guy gives the paper back, Jack takes a break so he can see where this guy was looking at. Apparently, the thumbprints are left by the powder, and it will become invisible in a few minutes. So later, he is confronted by his boss, I guess, and the young lady was annoyed that he said the paper wasn't there because he gives the paper to the guy because he said that the paper wasn't there. And he says, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you wanted the Newark blade, not the New York blade. Oh, yeah, because Newark and New York sound so much alike. Okay, so he goes back and talks to his dad about what he found out. And found out that this might be some sort of racketeering ransom scheme. And the dad says, a dirty racketeer made me cripple for life. Well, okay, that explains a little bit of it. I'm going to make it hard for his kind to exist, Jack. The owl must strike tonight. So he goes to the shack where he saw the car at before, and the car is not there. He shows up and he finds this rather oddly shaped gentleman is a prisoner. And he says, Zeb, how are you wrapped up into this? And he's like, I didn't mean to. I'm innocent. My nephew from New York forced me into this. So the owl flies towards the city with his heavy burden. And somehow the suit is enough to carry two men because this man's on his back and he can still spread the wings somehow. Let's see. I'll let you off at the outskirts of the city and you can get in touch with the police and bring them to Zeb's farm, understand? So he goes back to Zeb's farm, and apparently Zeb has been shot by the same people who took this, I guess, millionaire, high-priced guy prisoner. So he catches up to the car, and he lands on top of the roof. These fools are sealing... These fools... Okay, well, he calls them murderers. He says, the fools are sealing their own doom at Dead Man's Curve. I'll cover the windshield with my wings. Boss, I can't see. We're going to crash. Stop. Screech crash. The killers crash to their doom as the owl gives his victory cry and flies on. Yes, he says, hoo. Oh, Oh, good God. I can't even. Okay, the very last page. The whole town is talking about the owl striking again last night. And just look at him. Yep, cleaning up again. I bet he sees Shirley Dimple movies for his excitement. And that's it. There's no thing saying that he will appear in another story. This is stupid. He kills the criminals. I guess that's great. There's no reason why. He just picks up random dirt and gives it to his father. I mean, I can't even speculate about that. And his father is missing his legs. So how was he crippled? Why was he crippled? Where are his legs? Oh, good God. I can see why nobody would request this one. But he is a lost hero, and I really would have liked to have another issue to answer some questions. Why the owl? Why does the suit have to fly so fast? And what happened to his father's legs? I know I keep harping on that, but his legs were missing. Even if he was disabled, he should still have had his legs. He didn't say he was blown off in the war or anything like that. He said he was crippled. They say a dirty racketeer made me cripple for life. You know what? That's it. One issue, many questions, no answers. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. I told you it was stupid. If I haven't gotten to your requests yet, that doesn't mean that I'm not doing it or I've ignored it. I just got more requests than I ever have before, and I will get to them. I have a list made up somewhere. It is definitely somewhere. But I'm definitely going to get to them. Also, you can still keep sending me requests. I'd love to do requests because it proves that people are actually watching me. I know I've been away for a while, suffered a little burnout from adjusting to my new job hours, but I got it under control. I am back, and I will see you next time.